IBM MobileFirst is IBM's portfolio of enterprise mobility solutions. So the capabilities and technology and services that we offer to organizations to help become a mobile enterprise. We're focused on both software, so solutions to build and maintain and deploy and update apps, but also managing devices, securing the apps, analyzing them to understand the customer experience. And then also providing services for strategy and design and implementation and management of those enterprise mobility services. IBM in a lot of ways is both a supplier. We're like Home Depot. We provide the pipes and the fittings and the electrical wire and all of that. And then we're a builder. We build some really great apps. We've built some apps for Air Canada or Capital One, or a lot of apps that consumers know, they just don't see the IBM brand as part of, but we're about providing those experiences for business. So we announced a partnership with Sprint around the connected car. And Sprint has a technology called Sprint Velocity that allows auto manufacturers to embed technology in the car that will help provide the infotainment services in the car. So for example, if I want to be able to remotely start my car, I can do that from an app, rather than having to worry about being in proximity with a key fob. And I can do that as I arrive at an airport, have the climate control set, the seat in my right position, the radio blasting my tunes, all of that done through an app. And the technology on the back end that helps that scale sort of massively and be very, very responsive, almost instantaneous, that's all IBM technology, a solution we introduced called MessageSight. That's an appliance that can handle 6 million concurrent connections and process those transactions in sort of a sub-second way. So we're really trying to, it's a very green footprint. One single appliance can connect to millions of devices, and it's very, very fast. So it is absolutely, when we think about the Internet of Things, MessageSight and the work that we've done with Sprint is a real key entry into that notion. Machine-to-machine communication is probably the biggest growth area we see in enterprise mobility, almost as much as providing BDE apps. They're both growing, but the whole notion of a retailer being able to sense devices that are in their store, or a health care provider being able to remotely monitor patients in their homes. All that machine-to-machine communication in the Internet of Things is really going to be explosive, and I think is where a lot of the new ideas are going to come from. We talk to customers about their mobile enterprise strategy. What we're often seeing is there's kind of two key considerations. One is to have a strategy, to think about not just building an app and deploying it, but what's the long-term life cycle of that app going to be. And that really relates to the notion that the devices themselves not really as important as the long-term strategy of what's going to be done between those devices. How are they going to relate to each other? How are they going to communicate? What is the actual business that's being done? The transactions in motion that are part of a mobile culture. And I think for most organizations that means thinking mobile first, and that's kind of why we came up with that branding. It's not about just extending existing business process. It's about re-engineering and starting a new way of working.